We now return to the Transformers.
Anyway, back to... Fuck it, I can't do that voice anymore. I'm just gonna do this normally. Running inside, you came to a realization that this is the birth room. That is certainly something to realize. Like, oh, what room is this? Oh yeah, this is the birthing room.
You know, for
like, oh, how
birthing.
can we figure out? Well, the babies. I'm assuming. I don't fucking know. Running inside without a second thought, you took a... How can you run when your legs is fucking broken? You took a left and noticed the large desk. Only that there was a letter on the side of the desk. Wasting zero time, you limped over towards the ladder and grabbed a hold of it. Using your healthy foot and jumping... There was a ladder? Jumping on the first bar, continuing this process before you were on the top. Dragging your tired body onto the flat surface, your gaze fell upon something unexpected.
Is there a human living here?
You breathed, seeing the wooden structure of a horse in the corner of the desk. Your gaze continued before suddenly...
Oh my fucking god.
You froze. On the left side of your gaze, your eyes widened in horror as what you saw. Right there, in front of a large green screen, was your two missing items. Holy shit. Yeah. Quickly, you dragged your body on top of the entire desk and crawled towards the open sketchbook and scarf. Quickly hugging the green and yellow patterned scarf as you gave many kisses to the 4 bells on the side of the scarf. You easily wrapped it around your neck and made sure that the 4 bells were showing. Taking a hold of your sketchbook and closed it shut before putting it under your arm. But you came to a stop when retrieving your belongings. Just a familiar mech you saw just a few minutes ago being in the doorway of the birth room. Of his... Oh, birth room! That's like a birth. It's like somewhere where you sleep, like in a cadet place or something.
Oh! Okay.
That makes more sense. I didn't think the Decepticons would just, like, have a room where you just gave birth. I just imagine that
I
fucking...
kind of figured what it was trying to say. It was like bedroom or something.
Yeah. This is going to be juicy.
Oh no.
I had to. I'm sorry. This is Prime. Knockouts in Prime. I like Knockout.
We all like Knockout. Everyone likes Knockout.
Knockout is king. Oh, it's your line, by the way.
Oh god, no.
You gasped, falling to your ass as you tried crawling away. Blood seeping into the desk as the mech walked over. Jesus. You noticed the blue energon on his visor as he soon came to a stop, staring down at you. A male taller than you suddenly fizzled in front of your own eyes. Raven black hair adored his pale head, whilst the black visor was in front of his own eyes. A black and purple formal outfit was his choice of clothing as he approached you, almost eager. Oh god. You tried crawling away, but grunted as he straddled your hips and grabbed a hold of your face with both of his hands, slamming his surprisingly soft lips against yours as your face paled. The kiss lasted for a few seconds before he pulled away, only to slam his lips against yours again. As tears filled your eyes, you felt the wet muscle of his trying to break through your closed lips, then grunting in annoyance. I think we might have to skip some of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is getting very...
This is getting bad, so, we're gonna keep reading. We might have to skip. We'll figure that out in the editing. I'm gonna skip that part. Moving his foot towards you. No, I am skipping that! Oh god, it hurt. It hurt so fucking bad. He pulled away, a string of saliva appearing in the middle of your mouths before he moved towards your neck, gliding his thick tongue. I'm skipping this. You hate.
Yeah, I hate reading it.
I'm the one narrating it. You hated the confusing feeling your body was experiencing. Your body was so heated up, making you sweat uncomfortably. The feeling of pain making it worse while a man atop of you made the part. But just as you were feeling, sliding doors were roughly opened, and the one and only, the hero of this story,
Optimus!
You sobbed, making you man, which was still assaulting your neck, look up and towards you.
Soundwave.
Optimus growled, the name being filled with a venom you never knew Prime even held. The so-called Soundwave's hollow form fizzled away as he came back to his originated form, turning around to face Prime himself, only to be thrown against a wall.
Yes, Prime! Beat the shit out of that motherfucker!
I thought you were made of sterner stuff. Quickly, Optimus grabbed a hold of you, being mindful of your injuries, and fucking bolted out of the birth room, quickly reuniting with the other Autobots and humans. It's Jack next.
Why, yeah, oh my god, what happened?
Jack asked, shock written over his face as he saw your absolutely fucked up state.
The way this guy's writing this is just fucking hilarious.
Holy cow, yeah. You look absolutely fucked up, my dude. Immediately, Optimus called for the ground bridge, which appeared within seconds, the entire team running through and getting back into base before the ground bridge closed.
Ratchet, prepare the med bay.
Optimus demanded, making Ratchet nod and ready the items to heal your shitty form. Oh my god! Damn! Holy cow!
That's fucking hilarious.
Lying down on one of the berths, it was the moment when the Prime and Medic managed to see your state. Broken ankle, which the bone was showing, sweat of exhaustion and pain, and saliva from the faceless mech Soundwave. I feel really grossed out about this because Soundwave is like my favorite Decepticon. I fucking love Soundwave to death and always have. This makes me sad. Seeing him fucking assault someone. That just makes me uncomfortable. Immediately, the medic right away got to work with fissing your ankle and cleaning off the blood and saliva. Even more shocked when seeing the form bruised on your jaw, which made you start crying. I'm gonna do Ratchet. I think she should be staying here for a while. Ratchet sighed, feeling sorry for what you had been through. Feeling sorry for what you had been needing to go through? What?
That's a strange way of wording that.
Feeling sorry for what you had been needing to go through. That implies that she needed to go through with that. That was something that needed to happen to her.
Gross.
And if that is the intention, that is absolutely fucking repulsive. That actually makes me mad.
That whole segment made me mad, and
I can withstand a lot of shit. I cannot withstand reading assault. I cannot withstand assault in general. That made me feel bad.
I think I can stand assault when it's like written into the story, like it's actually an integral part of the story, like that has something to do with like a character's development. Like it can be implemented in a way that's organic, but this is just like wrong.
This is unnecessary. We both feel uncomfortable by this.
Yeah,
but the big thing is that you actually said that if it helps develop a character, that's fine. With this though, it doesn't really help develop them. It just makes you feel sympathy for them or just like I can't really understand what this is trying to accomplish. I guess that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm getting across. Like I don't know why.
Or another way that could work with the story is like if they establish that it's a very realistic story and these are just things that happen, then like yeah, sure, that's fine because that's true. So, I mean.
And that's not to say that you can't have kind of stuff like in a story like this. And I think like in fan fiction, having the ability to write stuff like this, and that can like having the freedom in fan fiction to actually write stuff like that can go into like these harsh kind of circumstances, these harsh real world stories with elements from real life. I think that is simultaneously a blessing and a curse.
Mm-hmm. In this case, it's more of a curse.
Yes, it is more of a curse because it just is. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, it's not good. We understand that. It's not good.
Yeah.
There are ways that kind of thing can be organically implemented, and this is not one of them.
This felt wrong. This felt bad. It felt like Guro.
Mm.
And I want to stress this right now. We do not. We by all means do not want anyone to go out there and just like hound on this person, who I'm not going to mention throughout the rest of this because I think that clearly they are a talented writer. It's just that we don't like the stuff that they write, I guess. Some of the stuff.
But like a lot of the rest of this, the way that they word all of this is fantastic.
Yes, the way that they write is honestly hilarious and great. Genuinely, I mean this from like a genuine point of view. I think that their writing is great. It just made me feel uncomfortable, and we will not condone the harassment of this person. So if you do that, fuck off and die.
Harassment's never okay for pretty much anyone. Just don't do it.
And now you know.
And knowing is half the battle. The Transformers!
That was the PSA from Fanfic Busters.
Let's... Not a lot left.
TED Talk.
Yep, TED Talk.
TED Talk PSA Law and Order.
1 week later, well, you just found out who your stalker was, and holy fuck! You luckily were allowed to stay over the base the weekend, Optimus being nice and letting you sleep in his birth room, where he had a military bed lying around, just lying around and let you sleep there. It was the next morning as you used the crutches June, Jack's mom, had given you after hearing about the situation. She's a nurse.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. Anyway, after hearing about the situation. Also, being nice and buying you a slice of your favorite cake, too. From Safeway.
Safeway.
It was...
nice slice of Safeway cake.
That stuff is actually not that bad.
No, it's not that bad. The milk at Safeway, however, don't. Just don't.
You're lactose intolerant.
Yes. But I'm not that lactose intolerant. I can still drink milk to an extent.
Well, there's the lore for you, buddies. It was finally the first time you could be going back to school after getting traumatized by breaking your ankle, thinking Soundwave probably killed B, which he didn't, and getting sexually assaulted by said mech. God! Getting inside of Bulkhead and having him wrap his seatbelt around you protectively. You, Bulkhead, and B rode out of base. You felt slight discomfort of being outside. Yet slight relief was filling your system when the faceless Smek hadn't even tried messaging you. It wasn't long until Bulkhead picked Miko up and rode towards the school. Miko being a good friend, she is and helped you out of Bulk. Some gave you a surprised glance when seeing your bandaged up ankle, ankla, whilst some whispered to one another or laughed.
Good friggin' grief. This'll be harder than I thought.
You broke your goddamn ankle. You sighed, making Miko give you a sympathetic smile, which made you give her a soft smile, aw. Helping you up the stairs and into the building, you did your usual routine, finding your books and old notes, walking to class, sit down, listen to the teacher, and leave to the next class. It all continued up until last class. Gym. Ha. Of course, you couldn't join because of your broken ankle, so you sat on one of the benches with your phone and scrolled through different social medias. Your calm demeanor dropped immediately when seeing a few notifications popping up. Your heart immediately sinking when reading it. Oh God, I'm gonna hate this.
Sad that crime had to ruin everything. I'll kill him. I'll kill him just for you.
Your breathing fastened whilst your eyes were wide. You continued to read the messages over for what felt like the 100th time before another one was sent.
I'm excited for our next encounter. I'll express my love for you.
No.
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 You stared down at your phone in horror. Immediately, you threw your phone into your pocket just as PE ended.
No, just throw your phone across the room or into a hole somewhere. Don't have a phone. Just don't.
You know, it's always terrible when the communication specialist is the one that loves you.
Mm-hmm.
Letting you get up and leave. It turned dark faster than you liked. Optimus, being a great leader and father figure he is, decided to drive you back home, where he dropped you off. Climbing out of Optimus and landing on your good foot, you grabbed a hold of the crutches you had and waved a goodbye towards Optimus before limping to the front door, unlocking it before opening it. Walking inside, you locked the door. You suddenly froze. Did you shut off the lights over at the kitchen? Quickly taking action, you quietly dropped your crutches and immediately went for the shotgun. Running.
Yes, this is America. We have lots of guns.
This is Nevada. Running, limping towards the kitchen where you met face to face with no one. You sighed, deciding it might have been you forgetting. Turning around, you let out a horrifying shriek when you saw a familiar man in front of you. Quickly, you tried aiming the gun towards the faceless mech's hollow form, only for him to grab a hold of the gun and aim it right upwards. You struggled to keep and to try and let the male let go, only for him to yank it out of your grasp and throw the gun across the room. Backing away from the mech, you immediately noticed the insane smile he had on. Quickly, you ignored the slight pain of your foot and fucking bolted towards the counter, hopping over and landing on your good foot before running towards the shotgun, running down to the ground in tears as tears welled up in your eye. You were so close to grab it. Taking action, you tried kicking the Soundwave. Why do they refer to Soundwave as the Soundwave?
Yeah.
Kind of odd. Only to fail miserably. When you yanked a hold of your leg and you only fail miserably when he grabbed a hold of your leg and yanked you forward. Using self-defense, you managed to kick the fucker in the face, which you had in time to crawl towards the shotgun, aiming at the faceless mech, freezing, seeing he wasn't there.
Shit.
Slowly, you brought your gaze up to see the mech with the visor upon his face. This sickening sweet smile on his lips as he gave a small wave towards you. Before you could even hit him, he grabbed a hold of the shotgun, making you get up before hitting the end of the gun right to his throat. Soundwave grunted, grabbing a hold of the gun again and threw it away, trying to grab a hold of your face before he could. You ran towards the dining table, trying to grab a hold of the vase, and that sat upon the brown table. But before you could even grab it, the faceless mech had managed to wrap his arms around your torso and forcefully carry you towards the couch. Fuck! Hold on, I'm gonna quickly read this real quick in my head. Oh, yeah, nope.
Nope.
Not
Nope.
skipping that one.
Nope.
Gas.
Nope.
No.
No. Nope.
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 Mm-mm.
Oh, here's something. I'll just leave it with this. Your blood. And nope. Oh, fuck no. No, they censored that specifically, but you can figure out what that means. Fuck that. Oh god, no. Okay. A familiar... Oh god, yuck. Oh god, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna read the end of this. Staying silent for a moment or two, you slowly closed your eyes and hugged the mech closer to you. No!
No!
That's how it ends. That's how it fucking ends.
Everything besides that in this fan fiction was actually pretty good.
Yes, okay, let's get the good out of the way. The writing is fucking fun.
Yeah, it's very fun.
The writer was clearly having an absolute fucking blast, and they were clearly having a blast writing this. It's really well done. The descriptors are fun. Spelling mistakes are galore. A lot of problems with it in general, but honestly, outside of the fact that this is clearly this story surrounding sexual assault that quite frankly is glamorized, I think that this story is well written. The big problem, as I just said, was that this story surrounds sexual assault with you as the point of view character, and at the end, like, there are all these really gross descriptions of a literal rape scene. There's long graphic descriptions of a rape scene, which is disgusting. It's horrible. I understand that this is kind of a thing for a lot of people. Like, this is a kink for some people. I completely understand that. I'm not trying to kink shame anyone like that. What makes me fucking angry is that it is glamorized. Yeah. That at the end of it, it's the point of view character is hugging your attacker, the one that raped you, for Christ's sake. It's disgusting. It's abhorrent. It genuinely makes me angry. And again, this is not a bash against the writer. This is by no means a bash against the writer at all. It's a bash against the story. It's a bash against the story, which is written well, but has such a terrible... God, it just makes me mad. It really makes me fucking mad. And we had fun reading this, yes, but we want to stress that this was an uncomfortable read halfway through. First half is setup. The second half is a lot of uncomfortable scenes. A lot of uncomfortable set pieces. A full-on rape scene that takes up like a sixth of the thing. It's just bad.
Yeah.
You have anything to add?
No, pretty sure you wrapped it up just perfectly, and that's kind of the descriptor I was looking for earlier. The writing kind of glamorized it.
Yes.
And that's the thing that's my gripe with it, because like in writing, when you're writing about this kind of stuff, you shouldn't glamorize it at all. Like, it should just be horrifying, because that's what it is. It's terrible that any of this would happen to anyone.
It truly makes me sick. It truly makes me sick. And again, this is outside of that, this is a fun story. But I mean, it
Gross.
brings my piss to a boil.
That was disturbing.
Yeah, that. Would you say this? Okay, so out of all the ones that we've read so far, where would this one rank? Would you say this is better than Shad Amy Vampire Story, or worse?
Definitely worse.
Okay, yeah.
Definitely worse. Like, just for all this, like, glamorized sexual assault, this definitely
that
worse.
alone, yeah.
Because at least in Twilight Shadow, it was like consensual stuff. Like,
yeah, it was weird and uncomfortable, but it was written in a way where, first off, it was consensual, and second off, it was what's the fucking word? It was a lot shittier. That's the thing about that one. That one on a writing standpoint was a lot shittier, but I think that one can be forgiven more.
mm-hmm.
It's like watching a movie. Like watching like a low budget, like something like made on the budget of like 2 paint cans and a roll of dimes. And that thing, you expect something like that to be bad. But like if you're watching like a movie from a big studio with a massive budget and that's bad, then there's like no excuse for that.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of this story.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. That's what you wrote. That's all, folks.
That was
yeah.
To reiterate the I don't recommend you check it out, but just in case, this is Transformers One Shots by
No, I don't want. I'm gonna censor that out because I don't want to. Let's just mention it's Transformers One Shots, because I don't want anyone to harass the author. Because this was a recent thing that was completed.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah. This was quite the fucking story.
Fanfic busted. It was shit.
Yeah.
Goodbye, guys. See ya. I wonder what a TMNT fanfic would be like.
Oh boy. Next time.